Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Minnesota Representative Ilhan Omar is in a lot of trouble. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. She came to office just a few years ago with a net worth of negative $15,000. Today, after her new marriage, Ilhan Omar boasts a net worth of $30 million. Now, her husband's company, when they got married, was only worth about $15,000, according to her financial disclosures. In her new financial disclosures, it's worth millions, as is his winery. All these things skyrocketed after they got married, and you have to ask yourself, how? Why? How do people come into Congress broke and leave multimillionaires? How does this happen? How does it keep happening? These are answers we need as Americans. Now, I want you guys to listen to what she said this week about the tragedy in Minneapolis and how she tried to blame it on a Trump policy, which made absolutely no sense. And then let me know what you think in the comments of this whole story.
Well, I do hope that this moment is not about Democrats or Republicans, that this is not about our political ideology, but it is about figuring out how do we safeguard the lives of our children. You know, Brianna, as a mother, I know that my youngest one, who's still in public school, worries about an assailant coming into her school and taking her life or the life of her friends and classmates. I know that the parents that have experienced this horrific attack are never going to forget that moment. Some of the children that have been impacted have younger siblings and older siblings who will carry this moment with them. This is about us as Americans coming together, saying this is not the kind of trauma that we want to continue to experience. I think the problem is that we oftentimes look at this issue as a Democratic issue or a Republican issue. We ask, each side to have an opinion. But this is about our children. Our children don't have a political ideology. They deserve the right to grow up, to be adults, to raise their own children and contribute to the future of this country.
That funding that we were talking about, the DHS funding cut, was to shooting prevention programs in Minnesota ahead of this attack. The effect may be very much more future-leaning than affecting the past here, but you were one of 6 Democratic lawmakers who called for that funding to be restored. On Friday, a DHS spokesperson defended the cut, saying that it was nothing more than a slush fund for left-wing ideologies. What is your response to that? Can you explain how that money was actually used?
Yeah, I mean, that money is the kind of money that goes to fusion centers to make sure that they are identifying threats and sharing information. That's the kind of money that, our county sheriff's office might utilize. That's the kind of money that MPD, our police department, might be able to utilize to hire an analysis, to look at the data, to look at where there might be vulnerabilities. We're also